Hello, everybody. It is I, Dragon's Fury, and
Hello, it's Infernal Drag.
this is our debut visual soft launch. I
Uh,
I don't I don't know what to call it.
Debut-ish.
Debut-ish because I haven't been hidden per se. I have I've done the skit. I've done the skits. I've done the streams, the live streams. We've done our live show, so it's not
Yeah.
that we're hitting. Like, granted, we've been seen in different forms, but that's the joy of being a dragon. I get to change my form.
And I
Um,
mean, to be fair, when it came to our podcast, like I was very hidden.
yeah, you were especially, and you still are. So,
Well,
um,
yeah.
so for those watching, that is his model, but like that's pretty much what he looks like as like an alternate. Like, so if you were just like to do like a character creation for him, this would be like,
Yeah,
version 2.
like yeah, one thing we figured out, it's like no matter what game or character creator there is, I can somehow always make myself.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like that's a good thing, but also a bad thing, because I'm like that means I'm very generic.
Sorry.
Eh.
But yeah, so this is going to be the new format. Really want to like start popping things off for everything. I'm not putting that much more effort into it because that requires money, and I don't have that yet. So until I
Yeah,
get more money, then this is going to be the basic run around, do what I got to work with kind of deal. That
I'd
being
be able
said,
to afford moving candles.
it, that being said, all of the support we've gotten up to this point is still appreciated because the fact that anybody knows who the hell we are at all is in and of itself great. As is, my God, my eyes are dark.
Yes, yes they are.
Like, I always knew like looking me dead in the face like make people like nervous because I look like one of those anime characters that like if you look too long they like steal your soul shortly after. But like this is ridiculous.
I mean, then again, like when, like in one of our jobs, like when you had those contacts that made your eyes brighter, everyone was just like, "Whoa."
Yeah, because it was kind of like thirsting at that point because it was more of like they were used to their soul disappearing and then now it looked more like soul snatching. If you know, you know. Um, so, because yeah, it was very 50-50. It was unnerving for people when I had the color contacts in to lighten up my eyes. That it was like, oh, I don't know, like, because they were so used to this all the time, right? And
Yeah.
then, pardon the massive blinking because I have a light right here.
I mean, hey, I
It's
mean
bright
that's
as
fine. I
shit.
mean, my left eye was twitching like crazy at the beginning of this.
So they were like, it was like, oh, it was just a drastic difference between being like basically black and then brown, like what they actually are when the sunlight hits them. Um, which there's no sun out because unfortunately, and by fortunate, unfortunately, I mean fortunate, Mermaid is very obsessed with my eyes when that happens. Um, so it puts me in a mild sense of like safe, unsafe danger. And for those who are new, Mermaid's my wife.
So in other words, he may or may not leave.
I mean, say so, and it doesn't only happen in sunlight. Like at certain times, like if light hits just right, you can see the actual color in my eyes. And she, feral. Um, but like, are
Danger.
you really married if that doesn't happen at least once? Like, right?
Fair
Um,
point.
and then the other half was just like, I don't know how I feel about this because they liked the light eyes, but it was attached to me, and I was a fucking menace. Um,
And then there was I who did not realize until much later into our shift.
gone over his head. It was
It's
ridiculous.
funny because like I pride myself on being able to know small things because like when River she showed me a K-pop music video and literally it was such a small part of their hair that was still pink from a previous like song and my eyes just beeline to why are they pink?
I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, but yeah, for some reason like I did not my eyes going crazy again.
Mm.
But yeah, it's like I really gotta figure out this eye situation.
I
Can I just
promise
keep one
he's
eye
not
shut?
in
Nope.
danger.
Yeah, no. Help. Like it's like I literally have like a flashlight in my face. I can see why streamers have those like spotlights.
Well, yeah, they're usually like ring lights.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, no, it was crazy. Just like later on, like we were working, and I'm just like, wait a minute.
nah. My favorite is when I got my Shotgun eyes contacts for my Itachi cosplay, because I had wore them to work, and this
Mm.
the camp work, and
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna
my
say it's like I don't remember you wearing it there.
my co-counselor, she did not like it, like at all. Freaked her out. Now, mind you, my
Understandable.
co-counselor was like a 6'2", like I forget what sport she played. Um, just like Amazon of a woman, right? Like she was tall
Oh,
as hell. Like she was because I'm 6 foot, and so she was much tall. I'm like looking up at her, right? So like she had to be like, well, not it's not like she's dead or anything. Um, but I'm
oh my
pretty sure
God.
that was before like she stopped growing. So I'm pretty sure she's taller now because that was I think that was her early 20s, if anything. So like she
Oh
might have
damn.
still got a couple inches now. Like I haven't seen her since. So like
But that's
I don't
six
know.
five.
So she's probably somewhere in that range, right? And so her kids found out that, and they just bullied her. It was so bad because they
Oh
would call
jeez.
me over for a shamble of a reason, and I don't understand. Like it's them pranking her, but I'm still part like I'm going to do it. It's funny.
Yeah,
Um,
you are an accomplice.
I definitely am an accomplice. But the reasoning behind it was literally like it was obvious that it was fake, right? And so I come over and I'll like walk up like behind her, which again, don't do that to tall people. It's very unnerving. It's like walking behind a horse. It's dangerous
You
for
may get
everyone
kicked.
involved. Yes, you may get kicked, you may get punched. Like it's a problem, especially if you're lower than like their peripherals. Nah, don't do it. So I'll do it and freak her out all the time. So yeah, she's like, fuck. I think I think the most thirst I got was Zhongli because I had his eyes in too. So
Yeah.
I had the whole shebango going.
I mean, to be fair, it's Zhongli.
I okay. You were a part of that. Like, you were a part of this
Yes.
story anyway, right? So okay. So story time. This is not what I had planned for this discussion in general, but this is what
This
happens.
this is how it goes in the den. We make a plan, and then the plan gets thrown out.
It is like make a plan, execute the plan. The plan goes wrong, throw out the plan. Okay, so story time. So this was I forget how many years ago this was. I'm terrible with time. Time's a construct anyway, so it doesn't matter. Um, I wanted to do another full cosplay. Because I had what was it? I did my customs. So I did Itachi, I did a Kaname, I had did my customs, which was one of the Koga clan members from
Mm.
Inuyasha, and then I had my
Yeah, the Red Ranger.
that was later. Red
Oh,
was
okay.
after Zhongli. Or was he?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, yeah. Red was after Zhongli. Zhongli was
Yeah.
first. So it was so yeah, in between, and then I had like my Assassin's Creed one, just kind of like a generic assassin NPC, if you will.
I still want to do Assassin's Creed cosplay at some point.
We still need to do Reinhardt, sir. Um, we have to figure out how to build things.
I can get to Kakashi before that one.
You got a whole list. You have a whole list.
I really do, and the list just keeps growing. I mean, Gallagher's on the list now.
Yeah, but that that one should be closer to the top because he's just you.
Yeah.
So, so I was like looking for stuff to do, and so I'm pretty sure I was just on Amazon, right? And I'm looking through. I blah 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 yada yada. I'm trying whatever, and I am like, hey. So I reach out to Infernal and I'm like, hey, like, is what's going on right now? Like, what's the popular thing, right? Because for whatever reason, I had no idea what anyone cared about. I still don't understand why. And so I'm looking through, and he gives me some tips or whatever, and like Genshin or whatever. Now, mind you, never played Genshin, never will play Genshin. I do not like it. Um,
I mean, I like obviously like Genshin's definitely not for everyone.
no, I
I
I'm
mean,
Team Honkai all around, so that's why. You're either one or the other.
I mean, hey, Star Rail is already like really up there with the fact that they just had a Fate collab.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. You're either one or the other. And I feel like when Star Rail came out, the original like Genshin starters that didn't play anything before jump ship.
Yeah, pretty much. And then also it's like, well, the debacle that's going on with Genshin. Luckily, the VAs are starting to return, so yay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Also, partially because Paimon's VA got replaced and no one liked her, so there was that. But yeah, no, Star Rail, great. Zenless, that came out. That, like, honestly, once Hoyoverse released Star Rail and then Zenless, a lot of Genshin people went to those games.
Yeah. And not to say like Genshin was a bad game. It just I don't
It
think
has great,
this was the
like,
time.
like for me, like, because I just started playing Genshin again. I have a lot to catch up on, but it's like the lore of Genshin's very good, but I do feel like there are various aspects that they can work on. One being that the biggest gripe is the character design. Really would like them to expand the character design repertoire. I mean, we have such a good roster in Star Rail.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I think it was just bad timing. I think Star Rail should have been first, gotten everybody on board because you would have had all the Honkai players resurge again. And
Oh yeah, especially
so,
right now with Cyrene or Alicia from Honkai Impact Third being in the game. Everyone's just like,
yeah, I'm just like, yay, more people for me to not have.
yeah, pretty much.
Like, and so you would have had everyone from Impact come through, researched, come back and whatever, and like, as the only reason why I stopped playing Impact was because I lost my account and I wasn't about to try to grind all that again because I was a pretty early player, so I lost.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like I tried doing the grind and I'm just like,
No,
nope.
It Honkai Impact is like the One Piece of Mihoyo. It's like
Yeah.
if you were there from the beginning, it's not that bad, but it is very, very off-putting if you come in later. And no matter what anyone says, same thing with One Piece. You guys are weird. There's too many fucking episodes.
They are making a shortened version.
Cool.
Funny enough, like from what I've been seeing, like it's actually going to shorten all the arcs by a shit ton.
I don't have anything against One Piece. Like, I really just think it's one of those. Like, we were talking about this in some season 2, 3 or whatever of the show, where it's one of those things of it's like its longevity kind of became a hindrance. It's okay, cool. Yes, you're spending all this time to really like dish out this stuff, really like explain some things or whatever. But at the same time, you didn't tell us fuck all. And
Yeah, it's like funny enough, like a lot of One Piece has up until God, I think it was up until Wano, like which was the second to last arc that has shown. Literally, it was building the crew. Like that was literally up until that point. It's like, all right, the crew is not built. It's like, what?
right? You're like, shit. But that's. I mean, like I said, I don't have anything per se against it. It's just like I fell off because when I was watching it, I didn't have the means to continue, and it was just not worth going back. And
That's fair.
And then seeing, and with like a lot of the media stuff, because our age bracket pretty much like made that a thing. You pretty much, I've seen what I needed to see. Like, I have enough knowledge that I understand that I don't care about what's happening in that show, and so it's kind of whatever. Like, when I get like a video about them revealing, his new form, like when it was happening, when he was revealing all of the new forms, and not even Gear 5, like everything up to that. It was just kind of like all right, cool. I have no interest in seeing how we got there. Like, that's how I know it didn't have me anymore, because I didn't see that and be like, it almost got me for Gear 5, because fuck you mean Toon Force.
Yeah, no, like literally Gear 5 is just Toon Force. It is great.
But then also the actual revelation of what his of like the understanding of the devil fruits and what his actually is. And so
Sun God Nika.
He was like, Nika. Nika. But so what was it? I had saw a video, but it was basically saying that like the fruit is like the fruit of like imagination, and that's true. But the reason why his manifests as rubber is because of Ace. And it's because of Ace thinking it was the gum fruit.
Well,
Luffy's like, hey.
Well, yes and no. So basically, Nico was known as someone with a body of rubber. Like, that's how he was known, and the world government basically hid the fact that it was a Logia. Basically, I think it's Logia. No, Zone. Wow, my brain's all dying here. And it's like, hey, so we're going to hide the fact that this is basically a god fruit, and we're just going to say it just turns your body into rubber.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. So that information is what they put out. Ace knows this, and because he thinks that's true, he tells Luffy this. Luffy is a child, and so
no, imagination... it was Shanks that told him.
Oh, my bad. It's like, oh, okay, so this is what I imagine being made of rubber would be. So it's all of the things of what would, like, instantly, like, him running away, and it's like his arms are just being like, tell me that's not literally a toddler imagining being like Plastic Man.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, because the idea of the Nika fruit is that, one, you get a body of rubber, but pretty much because of the fruit, that's where the imagination comes into play. It's like, if you imagine that you can grab the clouds and slingshot off them, there you go.
There you go.
So it's like, so base.
Who was the previous owner? Because it's Nika, and then it's
Joy Boy. Basically, yeah, Joy Boy was, God, I think it was during the. I'm trying to remember. God, now you made me try to think of One Piece history. It was like 500 years. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, because I honestly cannot remember for the life of me. But yeah, basically, Joy Boy was the original like one who was trying to liberate and like free people in the world. Obviously, didn't really work out that well. So now it's fallen to Luffy.
So I feel like his depiction was like less rubbery.
Well, he was also a giant.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the whole like body of rubber thing was a bit of a misnomer. Like, it was like you said, it was kind of a bit of a, hey, look over here kind of deal, and then like they kind of stuck to it too much, and then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, this was a lie, and it was like, I think you guys got caught up in your own lie.
Yeah, kind of. Man, it's also not a dead episode if we don't go on a tangent.
Yeah, nope, definitely. Where were we going with that?
Zhongli.
Zhongli, all right. So, Jesus, we got far.
We went from Genshin to like, hey, One Piece.
Oh man, that one was a far one. That has to be a record. So I'm shopping This is where it started. I was shopping, and we ended on freaking One Piece. Oh my god, that is too funny. Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. So I'm just going through, and then so now I'm like, okay, Genshin seems to be something that people care about, and I was like, all right, cool. And so I'm going through, and I was just like, I'm like, asking, because it wasn't just Zhongli. It was, I had like two other options of people that I was willing to do, but I
don't
couldn't.
remember the others because I know you showed me Zhongli, and you're just like, hey, is this guy popular? I'm like, yes.
Yeah. I was like, I might have not shown you the other ones, but I like, because Zhongli wasn't the first. Like, I was like looking through and like got to him, and then I was like, oh, I kind of like his look. And then I was like, is
You
this
were
guy
drawn
popular?
to the dragon.
And apparently. And then
I mean, he's a dragon.
And then I asked you. See, yeah, it works out. And so I had asked you, and you're like, yes. And I was like, all right, cool. Unbeknownst to me that the definition of popular was a little different in my head than it was in reality. Which is fine because I'm a total attention whore. But I wasn't ready.
Yeah?
Because the most, let's see, the most attention I had gotten was Kaname, and that was at the end of the night, right? Like,
yeah.
Everyone was admiring me from afar, because apparently purple hair means don't come up to me. And
apparently,
and so because it was after we were done for the day, and we were in the hotel, and we had left the party, and we went to go get food. What was left in the lobby, we went to go get food. So I had taken the wig off, and I come downstairs, and it was what? And I hear from behind me, "Oh man, he took the wig off," and I'm like. Sir, why did you wait till now to find me? I would have gladly kept it on for all of the pictures, whatever. But like I said, it was all later as like stuff, and I had like a few pictures earlier on with like the other captains and then my lieutenant, which you found.
Yeah.
And because I wasn't registering that he was calling me. Because
yeah, I know.
He was using Kaname's name, and I was just like, what?
Like, I was basically your watchdog that con.
Yeah, you were my handler that con.
Yeah, last con you were mine because I could not see anything. I
was a lot of people's handlers.
Yeah.
I was like 4 people's handlers that year.
God. I will say last year's con definitely was for me the best, just because for those wondering, and I'm pretty sure there's pictures probably somewhere, I was cosplaying N for Murder Drones, and that was probably the most I've been stopped. Like, just everyone loved the cosplay, and it made me very happy just because I wish I spent more time on it, but I spent like a good month just trying to build the parts for it.
Yeah, because that was your first build, right?
Yeah, that was my first time actually like fully trying to build a cosplay, and I'm very happy with how it came out, and just hearing people's like reactions, and just the one kid multiple kids I still find funny. There was one that walked by me, was like, "It's in!" I'm like dying, and then saw like the little one kid that was like little N. I'm just like, okay, this is great.
Yeah, I've had 2 hilarious interactions with tiny humans in cosplay. So the first one was, I was Zhongli, and
Makes sense.
we needed to go get more makeup for the girls, and so we had
especially for Mermaid.
Yeah, and we had to figure out who was open at that time because we were up early getting ready, right? And so we ended up going to Target, but we had to drive. It was like 15 minutes away from the hotel.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And so it was like, which is crazy that we're in the middle of like the city, and like there was no stores nearby, relatively speaking, to the convention center.
Well, I mean, to be fair, in that general vicinity, that's kind of just the entertainment district.
Yeah, but we were still on the like outside of it. Like we weren't deep in yet because like more entertainment was like going towards like,
The
Wonderworks and
parks,
the
yeah.
plaza and the parks or whatever. So we're on the outside because we're like right next to the highway, and that's because that's where the convention center sits is on that side. But yeah, so we go to the Target, and so we're looking for the makeup, whatever, and we start like trying to remember other stuff that we need, and we're going through it, whatever. So I help this one lady get something off the top shelf because she was struggle bussing, but she hesitated because she wasn't quite sure what she was looking at.
That
Because
that's fair.
here I am, and for those who don't know what Zhongli looks like, I will try to remember to put it in the editing, and put it like here somewhere on the screen. I don't know. I'm not the
Just
greatest
poof.
editor.
There's Zhongli.
But like look it up. Essentially, that's probably your best bet. Like look it up because I
Well,
edit
yeah.
all of our shows and I'm not an editor, so I don't see me doing it at all. Honestly, like let's be real. So like just look them up. Genshin Impact Jean Lee. You'll be able to find it. So right now, again, I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm probably a little bit taller because my shoes give me a little bit more. I got they're not, I wouldn't say they were heels, but they were definitely like platform
Yeah.
shoes. So I got a little bit more. And so I'm just kind of like walking around in this whole get up. I'm not saying Zhongli's menacing, but it's a lot.
He is very suave.
And so she asked, she's like, "Oh yeah," I was like, "Yeah," I was like, "Of course." And then she was like, "What?" And then she asked, like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, we're here for the con and these cosplays and all that stuff, right?" And she was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." So I go. We found everything that we need. We go and because I think we needed more makeup for me too, to finish my eyes, and
Yeah.
um the and so we go and get in line, and there she had to be all of maybe 6, and she's like standing away from me in like the line, and like a scared staying away from me, like she did not,
It's
it
like
was not just whatever. And it was probably because I had my contacts in, right? So like it giant amber eyeballs just kind of like staring at you,
I can see
because
into your soul.
right, because like this face is just screaming, yeah, approachable.
It's like, oh,
And so, and like, imagine, my hair is just as long as it is now, if not longer, the wig I was in. So it's just a long, tall dude, just amber golden eyes, just looking at you, and you're just like, and I was laughing so hard because I was like, yes, like, stranger danger, like, you don't know who I am, like, don't just be, or whatever, but also, I promise I'm not gonna eat you. Like, because you're looking at me like I'm gonna eat you. I promise I won't. And so,
well, they don't know that.
I understand. And it was like after it got cleared with like her mom or whatever, she was like, okay, I'll mildly stand near you. It was so funny. Um, then the second one was on the show floor, and I just gotten upstairs from crossing the absolute ocean of people in
Joys of conventions.
yeah, of the shopping area. I forget what they call it officially, but
Merch Alley.
Merchant Alley, something like that.
I don't know. I always call it Merch Alley.
Ocean of sweat, and
Sardines.
yeah, it's so I come upstairs and I'm like chilling on this side. I think I was like honestly, I think I was texting you saying like when your next thing was done, or like what you had
Hmm.
planned to see if we were like linking up for the same thing or whatever. And I see over and there's other there it's a group of them. So aging from I would say anywhere from 8 to about 11. These girls
Hmm.
like ranged from, and it was like 4 of them. So it was 4 girls and their handler who happened to be the dad. And so I'm standing up on the second floor, and they're down below, and you can see me up at the thing. And so I'm just like leaning, just chilling. Oh, whatever. Again, approachable, right? And so I see them see me. Because they're also Genshin characters. And I only know this because of the you guys talking in the Discord. Don't ask me who. I just recognized the look. That's it. I couldn't tell you actually who it was, right? So I see them looking at me or whatever, right? And this is by far the greatest interaction with Tiny Hoopits ever. Well, Tiny and Schmedium, because they were Schmedium. So the Schmedium is the ones who wanted the picture originally. So it was the older girls, right? Because they are the ones who saw me, right? And I hear them, and then that's what drew me over. So I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh, this is like whatever, right? And so I hear there was like, oh, there's Zhongli or whatever. And then, this is my second time being Zhongli, so I'm more attuned to people calling me.
Yeah, because for the first day, it's like, literally, I had to tell Dragons, like, hey, they're talking about you.
I was like, oh, that's right. And so I was that, and then they're like, oh, it's like one version. It's like, and then so like I hear the dad ask, I was like, you want it? And so now I'm like locked eyes with like the dad, being like, they can, like, I'm willing to do the picture with them if they want to do the picture, right? Male communication. And so,
the dad's just like, I need a break.
And so the dad's like, he's trying to like go on, whatever. And they're like, and so they're being super shy. It's freaking adorable. And so the tiny one is the one that was like, fine, I'll do it. Verbatim, that's what she said. Fine, I'll do it. So she comes over and asks me, and I was like, of course, right? And I'm trying not to bust out laughing, because that is the funniest thing to happen to me, is the smallest child being like, fine, I'll do it. Like,
the smallest are the bravest.
Like they were doing rock, paper, scissors back there, and she was just like, I'm tired of this, I'll do it, whatever, right? So she come over, and so she was like, he said yes, come on.
I mean, to be fair, it is nerve-wracking to ask for a photo.
I understand. I really do. It's not that I was judging them. It was just so funny. It was so funny.
Oh yeah, no.
And it's always the kids.
It reminds me of that one kid when I was yeah, true. But yeah, it reminds me of that one kid when I was cosplaying Tanjiro.
Oh yeah, that was fun. My greatest work. My greatest work. Styled your wig and everything. It's like, that was my greatest work. Never to do that again. Haven't been able to recreate that well of a wig redo, which is crazy, because I wear wigs all the freaking time, and I couldn't even do my wig that well. Which was like, what do you mean? I gave you all the skill apparently for that one.
Apparently.
So we take the pictures and whatnot, and we're trying to get everything situated, because again, tall. So I end up like crouching down in front of them, and we do the picture and stuff. That was the fun time. And then the third thing being, it wasn't kids, it was just like all of the adults, and it was when we did the meetup. Which was the greatest mistake of my life. Which is, it was the greatest mistake of my life, because I was just like, I don't know any of the characters, so I can't be the one setting everything up, but I can gather everybody that looks like me.
so literally, Dragon obviously does not know Genshin characters. Like, I was pointing some out, but no one was coordinating the photo op, which I do feel like the convention got a little better this past year, which is good, but no one was coordinating. So Dragon, being the outgoing person that he is, starts doing a conga line. He goes to every Zhongli he sees, and he says, like, yo, get in line. We going. And they're like, what? And just get in line. Yep. And, like, about, like, 5 Zhonglis in, which that sounds very interesting, they just kept coming. Like, it was probably a good, like, 15 Zhonglis by, like, at some point.
By the end of the conga line.
Yeah, by the end of the conga line, and eventually a Yanfei cosplayer, God bless her, she took charge and the photo op began.
And the photo op began. Yes, it was quite the time. And then and then we had it happen again. Wasn't a conga line, but it was definitely a, oh look, I took over on accident. Was the second meetup for that year. It was in the rooms
Oh,
that time.
yeah. God, that one, I wasn't a fan of that one.
Like, I mean, it was easier to have everybody there, but again,
Yeah,
there's
but
no one
it made it
designated.
it made it trickier to coordinate. Like, but man, the one highlight from that one was when they were trying to get the Zhongli's like back into do a group photo, and Dragon obviously forgot Zhongli's name. I'm like, yo, old man, they're talking about you.
Oh, that's right. I was just chilling, and they were like, "Oh yeah, the Zhongli's or whatever." Now, mind you, in my defense, I wasn't the only one that was there. There was like two other Zhongli's, but
Oh yeah.
none of us caught wind that they wanted us for what? Because what were they doing? Like the
So
Archons?
they
Is
were
that what they were doing?
well, there was Archons, but they were doing by character,
Okay.
and that one's for by character because like that's why there were three Zhongli's.
And so yeah, he's just like, old man. I was like, oh.
Oh, my time has come.
And my time has come. And so my highlight was apparently somehow I became the convention dad, which was weird because when it was, I think it was like the third Zhongli, like he didn't have his gloves or anything, like he
Oh
wasn't,
yeah.
he wasn't feeling it anymore, right? Because like his stuff wasn't right, and I was just like, I don't care, get your ass over here. Like you still, like everything else is still like intact, like you're still looking your part, so come on, like this is the time to shine or whatever. And I knew this is what I say because after the fact, he thanked me for like bringing him in because he wasn't going to do it on his own. Like he needed the confidence boost big time because and I get it. Like when your costume like falls apart, it really does a number on you. And
Yeah, I mean, God, that just made me think of my end cosplay when it self-destructed on me.
yeah, but yours was like in sequential self destruction, so it's like you kind of had time to adjust.
Yeah, like it was slowly disintegrating, unfortunately. Like, God, I need to fix that headband because like I do want to go to the convention again next year, and I am tempted to go N again. I
You
just
need
gotta get
another
better
handler.
glasses. I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you're not joining next year.
So
Uh,
we're not
Sacred might be
officially
joining.
we're officially not joining. So me and Mermaid was well, less of me and Mermaid, more of Mermaid is kind of at the point where I don't want to say the novelty, but she's kind of like burnt out on it, and she really hasn't picked or really put in any effort of finding another cosplay to do and
Hmm.
whatever. And I was trying to like to explain to her because she kind of did it to herself that she would, instead of picking a theme specifically of what to do for that year, if it was like, oh, I'm going to be cosplaying and that is the focus of the visit, or it's going to be, hey, we're going to like go see people, we're going to go like get signatures or whatever, that's what
Yeah,
you're going to do. Trying to do both is very, very cumbersome. And then on
it
top of
is.
her own things of like not being really able to get moving in the morning, that's what's required when you cosplay.
Hmm.
Like you have
Oh
to
yeah,
start early. You have to start early because time's going to
and
burn out on you so fast.
yeah, and the more complicated the cosplay, the earlier you gotta wake up.
The earlier you gotta wake up, right? And so there was a lot of like stuff that needed to be like handled in like an understanding of just kind of like you either listen to someone who knows what they're talking about or you learn the hard way. It was the latter. So she was kind of like done with everything because typically that's what we were using for our like anniversary celebration,
Yeah,
because a lot of the time it was either before or after our anniversary. And so we were just like, okay, we'll just save up, we'll do this thing, and this is going to be our anniversary celebration. We'll staycation for the weekend because we live here, and go and have fun or whatever. So next year she's She didn't want to do it. Also, my friend's getting married, and so we're doing that as the celebration because it's a cruise. So we're going to be taking a cruise before next year's con. And so the only reason that I may be there is because Apollo wants to do another show as him being the main. But obviously he wants someone who's, like I am, to be able to kind of like keep things going, like keep the show going or whatever. Everything, like all the IDs and stuff. Yeah, the hype man, exactly. Everything would be still his idea, whatever. It's supposed to be him and like another person, and because he had so much fun last year or this year or whatever, right? And so,
oh yeah, it was this year. Holy shit!
The trying to. So I told him if you get accepted, like you can put me down there, we can sign up or whatever. If you get accepted again, then cool. I'll show up. Because all I would have to do is pay for parking, and just come in for
parking in the day,
and
that's pretty much it.
Not even the day, because they would get passes. So
true.
So we would have we'll have pass. I just park for the time, go for the show, and that's that. And then realistically, we would just give the pass to someone else to go if they want to go on a whim, and they just have to pay for parking, what have you. And so and then also I want, even if I wasn't going to the wedding, it would have been an off year because I have more big stuff I want to do, because now that I've been able to do my Ranger cosplay, now I want to do a Kamen Rider one. And Kamen Riders are way more complicated because that's actual armor. So, but I also have to figure out who I want to do. And I haven't
I'm still trying to figure out which cosplay I plan to do, because with Demon Slayer getting a movie this year, which God I'm excited for. Like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be resurgence in Demon Slayer cosplays, so I'm either going to dust off the Tanjiro or maybe go Gyu. Do a different cosplay. Is
that the blind guy?
Gyu's the... No, I could not do that. Because if I go Zenitsu, I gotta act like Zenitsu, and I ain't doing that. No,
that
Gyu's...
was the lightning boy.
That's Zenitsu.
Yeah, he's not blind. I was talking about the blind one.
Oh, the blind one. Oh, no, that is fuck. I forget his name. It's not Gyu. Gyu is the stoic-looking one with like long black hair. Let me pull up an image.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
If that didn't give it away, didn't watch Demon Slayer either.
Well, I know. There we go. Copy image. No, not
We're pulling season 1 numbers again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're at 43 minutes.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit. But yeah, this is Gyu.
Got my phone. Where's my Discord? There's my Discord. Because we're in Discord, so then it would switch out.
Oh, true.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I guess that's considered stoic.
Well, I mean, compared to everyone else in the series, like, he is pretty much like the most stoic.
I feel like the blind monk guy beats him out for stoic. Like,
well,
it's just face.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm just like, with your experience with blind contacts, I don't feel like doing that.
Oh, absolutely not. That is definitely only for a, hey, how's it going? Photo shoot, not actually around like that. Because my blind contacts actually made me blind.
Yes, I know. Plus you added on the glasses. You could not see anything.
I did the glasses so that it would work, which was a fun thing. And the privacy frosted glass on glasses, safety glasses. Because I had the blind contacts in, and I put one in, and I was like, oh, these are real. Like, I can't.
It's like, these are a mistake.
It wasn't like the mesh ones where it's like an illusion. No, it was just straight white. I was like, no, I cannot do this. Like, it's terrifying. I'd rather just be blind because it's just
At,
nothing.
at that point, you were.
Like, no, yeah, but that was a scary blind. Like, I'd rather it just be an absence of input than your brain trying to input something, but it can't.
Overload.
It's like looking at computer paper up close in like 1,000 zoom. You're still getting input, like, but no, it's not. No, not the thing. Yeah, I have zero idea what the original intent of this episode was.
Well, I mean, if it comes to you, then we'll just save it for the next episode.
This is why I wrote notes. I have notes. It was supposed to be anime hot takes. That's what we were supposed to be talking about.
Well, we can save that for the next episode.
Pretty much. So, yeah. Yeah, so...
I mean, in a way, you kind of got some hot takes when you're talking about One Piece and stuff.
I guess. Yeah, but
okay, well, they're not hot takes, but they're
not hot
tempered.
Yes, lukewarm. No, see, let me to the notes. All right, and this is from what was it? Trapped in Anime. So shout out to you, if you ever see this. But basically, let's see. Some of the fun ones we were supposed to talk about was like Goku is the greatest father in fiction.
Okay, well, I wouldn't agree with that. Like, I wouldn't say he's the worst, but I definitely wouldn't say he's the best.
Of course not, because that's fucking bonkers. With Vegeta existing. Like, what?
Vegeta got better later on.
Right, but he also got trapped into having a kid. So... he was a victim, and no one's convincing me otherwise.
Bulma's the real villain.
Trunks, Vegeta was the victim. Is Pan the girl? The daughter?
No. Gohan.
No, Gohan's Pan. What's...
Bros?
Is that what his girl was?
Yeah, Trunks and Bro.
So her. That was on purpose.
Oh, yeah. But we can save the rest of the topics for the next episode. Don't want to spoil them all now.
Nah, there's these are wild. These are
wild. Well, it's something to look forward to.
Yep. Stay tuned on next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, what kind of bullshit are we going to get into next?
I was like, what is it? Bullshit now. So, alright, let's hit this ending screen here. Alright, well, thank you all for enjoying or not enjoying, whichever. You made it to the end, so we won. And until next time, thanks for your support, and we love you.
See y'all next time.